wait 1 second. Do not buy that Scuf controller yet until you watch this video. Man, I have to say, I've been using this controller for 5 months now and have come across 0 issues. In my opinion, this is one of the best controllers that you can get for Warzone right now for only 80 bucks. Yes, you heard right, 80 bucks. But just a disclaimer, this controller is only for Xbox and also PC. But if you stick around for the end of the video, I will show, in my opinion, the best controller that is very similar to a Scuf that you can get for PS4. So let's get into the video. All right, and here we are with the glass tabletop review of the Fusion PowerA controller. Disclaimer, this is only for Xbox and also for Windows 10, as you can see, which PC. And it is wired, so it is not wireless. If you are really into competitive Warzone, you probably want to be playing wired because of the latency. And if you don't know what that is, basically latency is the amount of time it takes for your controller to register whatever button you're hitting into the Xbox or the PC. So if you're wired in, it's a lot more responsive and it's faster. So once again, this controller is it's wired only. So let's open it up. I have been playing with this controller for about 5 months, so none of the contents are going to be in there. I'm just going to show you the box. The box has actually got a really cool design on it as the case falls out. Looks kind of cool. Comes with a nice case, nice leather case. It says Fusion on the front with some fingerprints on it because my hands, for some reason, are extremely sweaty, as usual. I'll just show you, this is the, oh, I already had it unzipped, sorry. All right, so that's the case. Controller, it's a nice thing if you want to take it to your friend's house, or, I don't know, if you want to use the case as a case. That's the case. I'm going to show you all the contents of the case. So their actual controller itself here. These thumbsticks, I got Control Freaks. If you take them off, I can show you what the regular thumbstick looks like. It comes with a, I believe they call these concave, where it's kind of indented here. And it has kind of like a stippled rubber around the edges, which kind of give your finger a nice grip to the thumbstick. But I personally, if you can see here, I have thumbs that are very similar to big toes. So I prefer this wider thumbstick. That's just me personally. Showing you more of the controller here, if you can see, look how sweaty my hands are. Jeez. It has more of a grip on the back that has, once again, similar to the thumbsticks, kind of like a textured feel to it to give you more of a grip. This controller does have paddles here and also trigger stops. So the paddles, you're able to hook up 4 paddles. I only like 2 paddles. I think 4 is a bit much for Warzone. I have them bound to my jump and my slide. And if you're wondering why paddles are so good, is it enables you to, most people will jump with A and slide with B. It allows you to keep your fingers on the thumbsticks instead of, like, if you wanted a jump shot, you'd have to take your thumb off, hit A, and then, you know, all at once in midair. Well, instead, you can just jump and keep movement, which is really, really nice for jump shots, drop shots, all those things. The trigger stops here are controlled by this back lever. If you want them shorter or if you want them longer. Personally, for Warzone, I haven't figured this out. I keep them longer because when I have them short, for some reason, I don't understand why, this is the only downside of this controller, is that when I can, like, fly the helicopter or control the Bertha, it doesn't register it as well, so I go extremely slow. It's like I'm giving the car half power, which is really strange. Once again, this is really easy to program as well. Here's the program button. It's just very, very simple. Couldn't be any easier. And as I mentioned, it comes with a cord here, and it's a nice braided, really strong cord. And what I really like about this compared to a PS4 controller is that if you can see the housing where it plugs into is extremely deep, which makes it not any movement at all. I notice on a lot of these PS4 controllers, compared to this PS4 Scuf, if you can see, when you plug this controller, let's just say into your PS4 or your PC, this housing right here, it constantly got loose and it like wore out my PS4 cord. If you guys play a PS4, you'd understand this, which I hate. So this design here, I think, is a lot more efficient. And I don't have any wiggle problems, disconnect problems, the port wearing out. None of that's happening at all. Once again, I've been playing with that for about 5 months. This is my Scuf graveyard here. There's 2 more. I gave one to my brother because it just got horrible, a lot of controller drift, and he didn't play COD at the time, so it really didn't matter. He was just playing Resident Evil and stuff like that. This is my son's controller. This he plays on PC. Now, see, this is a Scuf that's an Xbox Scuf. See, they have the same design as the one I'm explaining to you now. But the difference is that this controller here, the Power Fusion A, is going to be running you about $80. Which compared to this Scuf was $130. And this actually just entered the graveyard about 2 months ago. And this was his other one as well before that. And I think this lasted maybe about 8 months. So compared to a Scuf controller, like I said, I've had two as well. He's had two. So we've had 4 total Scufs before we found this controller. And I'm going to tell you right now that I would not buy another Scuf as far as how long they last compared to the price for something like this. This thing I got at Target for $80. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not sure if it's available on Amazon. I've seen it come and go out of stock, but it's $80 on Amazon as well. This thing is absolutely amazing. I'm in love with this controller. It's awesome. The only downside I would say is that the customization. If you're a person that really wants to customize your stuff, as you can see, my son's Scuf, it's like a universe. It looks amazing. It's really cool looking as far as customization. And I would go with the Scuf. But this as far as quality and how long they last and those kind of traits that you're looking for when you spend your money, you want something to last, I would go with the Power Fusion A. And if you guys have stuck around this long and you want options for a PS4 controller, I'm going to go over and show you guys what I think is probably your best bet when it comes to spending a bit of money but getting something that's going to have paddles. It's not going to be a Scuf and it's going to last you some time. So let's go over to that. All right, and as promised, here is the alternative. So if you have a PS4 controller and you're not on Xbox, this will work for plugging your PS4 controller into your PS4 or also into your PC. I'm not sure when they launched this. I think it was about 5 months ago. And you can see right now on Amazon, it is only $20. So if you already have a PS4 controller, you're just going to have to spend an extra $20. And what this is a DualShock 4 back button attachment for the PS4. So basically it allows you right here, you can see this plugs into your headphone jack on your PS4, and you can program this as a button here, this is a button here. So you're basically getting the same features that you would get with a Scuf or the controller that I just reviewed, the Power Fusion A, for only $20. I'm just gonna have a disclaimer here. I personally have never used this, but as you can see, it has 8,481 ratings, and it's 4.6 out of 5 stars. So for $20, this is definitely worth giving it a shot, especially if you already have a PS4 controller. I have seen these available at Best Buy. I think Walmart has them, and they're a little bit more, I think 25, maybe $30. But other than that, guys, make sure you give this a try if you have a PS4. Well, that is it for this video. I hope this video helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments section if you guys are going to search for this controller, try to get it, or if you're just going to go ahead and get a Scuf. I'm just curious if this video helped you guys out. I want to save you guys some money. Nothing wrong against Scuf, nothing against Scuf, but they are very expensive controllers, and when it comes to that price, it's just overall my experience. They haven't lasted as long as I think they should for $140, $150. It's just not worth it to me. So once again, let me know in the comment section below if you guys are going to pick up this controller or if you've had experience with Scufs. I basically am lonely and I just want to talk to you guys in the comments. Well, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.